What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, bringing home the bacon. MLB DFS video. It is Monday. It is April 22nd, and we are back with a little smaller slate than what we're used to. We've got 11 games total, 10 games we can actually play for DFS. There is a game with the Yankees and the Athletics that is early for whatever reason. I'm not really sure. I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to do a main breakdown of the games we can actually play on DFS, and then where there are single games like this, I might have a separate video just to kind of break down, because it's a little bit different than what we're used to DFS wise, because it's a showdown. So that's kind of my thought process in here. So there'll be a second game or a second video talking about that. Usually what we'll try to do is, if it makes sense, we'll do a video like that. And then like Sunday Night Baseball, there's a video, or there's just one game at night. We'll kind of start this week, and if that's popular, we'll do it. If not, we'll just skip those games. So, another thing, we try to let people win every single day. You have 2 ways to win every single video we put out there. First one, like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment. If you leave a comment, you have a chance to win a free pass. So, the way to do it, leave a comment, and if the previous video gets at least 50 likes, you will have a chance to win a free week of FTA+. If the video gets at least 100 likes, you'll have a chance to win a free month. 150 likes, a chance to win a free year, which is a $200 value. Or if any video of ours ever get 200 or more likes, you have a chance to win a lifetime pass. Now, the likes on the videos need to be in by the main slate lock. So depending on when the main slate locks, that is when we'll cut it off. So hit the bell notification so you guys know when these videos go live, and then you can get your comment in there as quickly as possible. Second way to do it, like the video, be a subscriber, and leave a comment telling me who you think is going to score, or who you think is going to hit a home run, and what inning they're going to hit it in. You get both of those correct, you will win a free week of FTA+. And if you are the winner, take a screenshot of your comment saying with your username and the person, and email me, dfshelp1@gmail.com. That's dfshelp, the number 1, @gmail.com, and we will get you set up for a free week if you get both of those correct. So we are going to see who the winner of yesterday's video is. As of the making of this video, we had 60 comments and 132 likes. So someone will win a free month of FTA+, and you can win every single day. There was one comment yesterday. And I'll just preface this, but it was basically, I talk too much. No one has time for a 40-minute video, blah, 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 blah. Just give me picks. And I let them know that these videos, if that's something you're looking for, you've come to the wrong place. We break it down. So we do things differently. We look at all the games. We look at the pitchers. We look at the bats as well. If you got that TikTok brain, you can only get 60 seconds worth of information. You've come to the wrong channel. Hopefully that person is not the winner here, but if they are, that will give them an opportunity to check out FTA+. So let's check out who the winner is. Karma's going to tell me, for whatever reason, it will be that comment, but we will see who the winner is. The winner, MTMIO, hands down, FTA+ is the best DFS content out there. So, looking at that, been with us for a while. I know you're going to watch this video. Let me know you saw this and email me so I know you saw this, and we will get you that. So congratulations, and he's won multiple times. You guys can win multiple times as well. So at the end of this video, we're going to give you the top 20 batters after 10,000 simulations. So we run simulations in the background. We do 10,000 during the video, and then on the website, FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, we put it under the simulations, and you can see we put the 10,000 and then we put the 20,000. You can see the difference throughout the day. So 10,000 is when this video is made. 20,000 is a couple hours before lineups lock. On top of that, in the description of this video is this article if you want to see the pitchers and batters we like out of everything. The video, it's long, but this should summarize it just a little bit too. So, that being said, we are going to skip this game, but I would take the Yankees against their former Yankee JP Sears. But we will jump into, so we've got a 3-game early slate here. Weather, as of now, looks like it's good to go. Looks like it's going to hold up. We got Philly versus Cincinnati. You got Ranger Suarez versus Hunter Green in Great American Small Park. So I'm a little bit weary of always taking a pitcher there because the ball flies out of there. But we look at that. Ranger Suarez, 22 plate appearances, 150 batting average. You got Hunter Green, 29 plate appearances, 370. So on the surface, the numbers are a little bit skewed. But honestly, I'd probably look at Philly bats a little bit more. You can just see Cincy, 2 for 7 as a 286. Candelario, 1 for 6. I mean, he's got a home run against Suarez. That's it. We jump into this. 5 for 9 with a home run. Trey Turner's 556. Real Muto 1 for 3. You got Schwarber 1 for 3 with a double. 333. So the numbers are skewed a little bit because 667, 333. So just looking at that, that's what we're looking for. So Castellanos 2 for 3 has 2 doubles there. Honestly, I probably would look at Philly bats here. Kind of just looking. Not a ton here. Ranger Suarez against Cincy. He comes in here, 173 ERA. Been doing really well. Coming off a fantastic game against Colorado. A complete game out of him. Gave up 7 hits, no earned runs, 8 Ks, 40.5, 31.1, 18.5, 16.9. Not the best matchup for him in this ballpark, but I would look at him as well. Hunter Green, tournament-wise, you got to get crazy at this little slate here. But he comes in with a 4.36 ERA. At home, he's only pitched once at home, only gave up 1 earned run, but Milwaukee gave up 6 earned runs. I just don't trust him enough. I'd rather look at Philly bats here. I'd rather stack the Phillies here. So I'm off of that. I'd look at Suarez and the Philly bats. Probably steer clear of the Reds bats if you are looking at Reds bats because you want to go against the grain. Spencer Steer, Ellie De La Cruz, Christian Encarnacion, Strand, I would look at. Benson, I would look at. Like, these are guys you could look at in that lineup. Next game, Brewers at the Pirates. You got Joe Ross versus Jared Jones. Ross has only faced 16 plate appearances from them, 286. Jared Jones obviously has never faced them before. So we look at Joe Ross. He's 6,800. Coming off a terrible game against San Diego. 4.2 innings, 6 earned runs, minus 0.1. Game before that, 24.7. Game before that, 10.1. So not an okay game, a really good game, not a good game. It's Pittsburgh. They have been putting up some runs. Comes in with almost a 5 ERA. I'm probably off of him. I'm probably looking at Pirates bats here. With Baseball Savant, the bats you kind of want to look at would be, let's get back down here. Basically, we're looking at O'Neal Cruz would be one I'd look at. I would look at Cabrian Hayes. I would look at Edward Olivares. You want to look at more red. Rowdy Tellez would be a tournament pick. You've got McCutchen, Sawinski, like you've got these guys. With a 3-game small slate, there's not a ton of great options here. Maybe this is where you maybe just focus on not this slate and you go to the main slate. I completely understand that. Jared Jones, on the other hand, against Milwaukee, 3.13 ERA. He's been okay. He's got 32 strikeouts in 4 starts, which is amazing. 7, 8, 7, and 10. So the minimum he's had has been 7 strikeouts. I think a lot of people are going to be on Skubal and Suarez. I think we could get away with a little bit of Jones here. I don't mind him at all. I really like Jared Jones today on this small slate. I like some of the Pirates bats. I'm going to avoid Joe Ross. I'm probably going to avoid the Milwaukee bats. Again, I don't know. Once these simulations are done, maybe some of those bats jump out, but I'm okay with the Pirates and Jared Jones. Then the final game on this slate, Tariq Skubal versus Zach Littell. Skubal, 40 plate appearances, 162 batting average. Littell, 32 plate appearances, 133. They've both been decent. Skubal is the most expensive, and then Littell is the 3rd most expensive, so that's what we've got going on. Apologize, my daughter came down. But Skubal, most expensive on this slate. Pretty good overall. 2.28 ERA, 26 strikeouts. The strikeouts have been we're averaging right around 5 to 6. That's what you're looking at. Tampa Bay bats have been very cold. We looked at them. Yes, they won the game against the Yankees on Saturday. They put up 2 runs there. On Sunday, they were being it was 5 to 1 until I think the 8th inning. Then they put up 3 other runs, so they did score 4 there. The game before that, they're running into outs on the base path, and they're just not hitting they're not being Tampa Bay right now. So Skubal, 9,000, I'm completely okay with that. And then we look at Littell, 2.14 ERA, 22 strikeouts, right around 5 innings a game. He's faced 2 times the Angels, so not the best. So he faced the Angels in Colorado, so not the best offensive teams to start the season. Coming off a really good start against Toronto. I think at 7,700, he will go under-owned. None of the bats jump out to me in this game, to be honest with you. Just so kind of reiterate, I probably wouldn't use Ross. Tournaments, Hunter Green maybe a little bit. And then I would use the top 4 here. Some sort of combination of the top 4. And then build the bats with maybe Philly bats or possibly Pittsburgh bats in this early slate. Then we move on to the next game. Marlins at the Braves. Ryan Weathers versus to be announced. But what I read was Max Fried. Let's see if it's in fact... Is it actually going to be Reynaldo Lopez? So he did pitch on Tuesday. So maybe it is Reynaldo Lopez now instead of Max Fried. I mean, he's had 2 fantastic starts in a row. He's 9,000, which is wild, but he's got a great matchup. Strikeouts 7, 6, and 5 in 3 starts. The walks have been low. I don't know how he's pitching as well as he has, and he actually pitched well against the Astros. Did okay, did well against the Mets, and did pretty good against the White Sox. And now he's got a Marlins. So, I mean, he is the second highest priced pitcher on the slate, which is wild to think about. But yeah, I wouldn't use Ryan Weathers. I would be stacking the Braves. Love Adam Duvall against lefty. Ozuna against a lefty. There's just a lot I would look at. I would be stacking the Braves. Wait for the lineup to come out, but Duvall, Arcia, Acuna, Ozuna. Like, there's a lot of Braves that I would look at. Travis d'Arnaud absolutely murders lefty pitching. We suggested him in our video Friday, which you guys, most of you were there for. We have had a lot of new subscribers since Friday. But yeah, d'Arnaud would be one of the top catching options on this slate. If he's in there. Hopefully we're good to go with that. But yeah, stacking the Braves against Ryan Weathers, and I don't feel bad about it. I feel absolutely great about it. And everything would be... I think you're going to count your money if you have the Braves as one of your stacks. I don't want Ryan Weathers. I guess Reynaldo Lopez, he is very expensive, but I'll take some exposure to him too. Blue Jays versus the Royals is the next game. Kikuchi versus Brady Singer. This is in Kauffman Stadium. Kauffman Stadium is a pitcher's park. Brady Singer's been good. 47 plate appearances against Toronto in his career. 21.3 K percentage. A 195 batting average. Flip side of that, you got Kikuchi. 40 plate appearances. 200 batting average. 27.5 K percentage. Now we look at this. Singer is the top priced pitcher on the slate. Couple of down games against the White Sox. Just 5 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. Against Houston, went 5 innings there, 1 earned run, 4 Ks. His best start came against the Minnesota Twins at 36.2. Had a good game against the White Sox there. Toronto, if their bats are on, they're a great hitting team. 9,200, like, it's weird to say, but on a slate like this, I kind of like the $200 savings on Lopez a little bit. Baseball's been weird though. We've been first month of the season, 3.5 weeks of the season has been really different. People are getting hurt. The Astros are one of the worst teams in baseball right now. You've got the Dodgers not scoring a ton of runs. Like, it's weird what we're seeing. Wouldn't be surprised if Reynaldo Lopez outpitches Brady Singer here. Reynaldo Lopez is going deeper into games. He's striking out more. Kind of got a better matchup against Miami. Kind of like him a little bit better than Brady Singer. And then Kikuchi, before this season started, he was bad for a while. Fantastic game against the Yankees, 30.5 fantasy points. Seattle, 26.5. The Yankees again, 22.4. Did have a bad game against Tampa Bay. But I don't mind him here. Now, I know Kansas City's hitting well, but this is a pitcher's park. If the ball stays in the stadium and he goes 6 innings into a game, I think we could see, back-to-back 9 strikeout games. I think we could see 7 strikeouts out of him. But, again, if I'm making multiple lineups, I would also have a Kansas City lineup I would have a stack somewhere. Bobby Witt Jr. hits lefties well. Sal Perez hits lefties well. Hasn't done well against Kikuchi, but he hits lefties well. Michael Garcia would be one. Pasquantino would be another one. Nelson Velasquez would be another bat we could look at. Adam Frazier's there. Hunter Renfroe hits lefties well too. There's a lot of right-handed bats that hit lefties well. I will have exposure to Kikuchi at his price, but if I do make multiple lineups, I'll probably make at least one Kansas City lineup just in case Kikuchi does not have what he's had the past 3 starts. I don't know if I'm going to have Singer. I might put him in one lineup, but he's priced up there for someone who's only going 5 innings into a game. That's my thing, and it's a pitcher's park. Next game, we got White Sox versus Twins. We got Jonathan Cannon versus Chris Paddock. So this will be Cannon's second start, I believe. He came up against Kansas City. 5 innings there, only 3 Ks. Was 6,300. They've dropped him down to 6,000. He's got a better matchup against Minnesota. 12.9 out of him. And they dropped his price, which is kind of weird, but would be an option. I know 5 innings there. Might be his second and last start for a while with Clevenger coming back to the White Sox. So that's one that I don't know about. Cannon, though, tournaments, I'm okay with. Especially at 6,000 being, I think he'll be under-owned. On the flip side, Chris Paddock here, because the White Sox are a very bad team. The problem, Paddock got murdered by the Baltimore Orioles. Did decent against the Dodgers and Brewers, but he only went 4 and 4.2 innings there. He's not going deep into games. Does have a great matchup here, though. The White Sox are bad. We saw Aaron Nola give up a couple early runs, and then he got his groove back. Obviously, Nola is a better pitcher than Chris Paddock, but I could see Chris Paddock as a tournament option here. I think both of these pitchers are tournament options. None of the bats really jump out to me right now. I kind of like the pitching more than I like the bats in this game. Next game, we've got Brandon Pfaadt versus Lance Lynn. Pfaadt, 26 plate appearances, 261 batting average. Lynn, 110 plate appearances, 218 batting average, 29.1 K percentage. He's actually had success against this Arizona team, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, Lance Lynn, I like both of these pitchers. I think both are great tournament options. If you were to ask me who's a tournament, who's a cash, I think Pfaadt would be your cash option. I think Lance Lynn would be your tournament because, again, Arizona is a better hitting team. If Lynn is off for whatever reason, Arizona could jump on him. We kind of look at where's he at? Lance Lynn here. Game log wise, been pretty good the past couple of starts. Miami was okay. The Dodgers not so good, but didn't give up any earned runs there. He just 4 innings. So again, he had a really good game against Oakland, but most pitchers this year have had good games against Oakland. If I were to go against Lynn and look at some bats, Ketel Marte, Jock Peterson would be 2. Corbin Carroll would be another one I'd look at. Christian Walker or Lourdes Gurriel Jr. would be other ones that I'd look at there. Flip side of that, if you want to go against Pfaadt and you want to look at St. Louis bats, Donovan would be one. Kind of lean a little bit more to Arenado over Goldie. We'll kind of see there. You got Mason Wynn as well if you want to get a little crazy. Another Colorado game. Dylan Cease is a stud. This is Coors, but he is such a stud that I honestly don't mind paying for him in Coors. 41 plate appearances against this team, 257 batting average. Austin Gomber, I honestly would look at San Diego bats here. Machado, Tatis, Bogarts, Ha-Seong Kim, Jackson Merrill you could look at. These options in Coors I absolutely love. We look at what they've done. You've got Dylan Cease, third highest price. I'm surprised he's the third highest because it's in Coors. We look at this, 2 really good games against Milwaukee and Chicago, and then 2 okay games against San Francisco, and his price has dropped down to $8,700. Again, though, I will be on Cease, but the Coors effect is real. The ball does fly out of there a lot, but he comes in with a 1.99 ERA, 2-1 record, 27 Ks, .93 WHIP. I don't mind Dylan Cease at all, and I would look at a San Diego stack against Austin Gomber, who we look at Gomber, he's 5,000, 10.4 against Philly, 12.7 against Arizona, 14.8 against Tampa Bay, 3.1 against Arizona. So, yeah, I would stack the right. He is very cheap. Tournament, you could throw him in there because he is 5,000, but I'd rather stick with San Diego as one of my top stacks. They're going to be expensive because anytime there are bats in Colorado, the price just gets bumped up. They know what they're doing when they're pricing these guys up. Then we got Baltimore at the Angels. Albert Suarez versus Reed Detmer. Suarez, we used him last week when he was it 4,000? Was he 4? Yeah, he's 4,000. 5.2 innings, got us 18.4 fantasy points, which is way more than enough. Because basically you're looking for minimum 2.5 to 3 times value for cash. Obviously, he almost went 5 times value at 18.4. Did well. 5.2 innings was what we got out of him. I honestly don't mind him again because Minnesota is a better team than the Angels. And he's 4,000 again. Why is he 4,000? I don't know. That is a free square. I don't understand this free square that they're giving us. You could put him in there at 4,000. Then you could pay up for Reynaldo Lopez, Dylan Cease, Detmers. Like, I don't know what's going on. That 4,000, I think he's a free square on at least DraftKings. I don't know his price on FanDuel, but it will be there. And then the flip side of that, Reed Detmers. 69 plate appearance, of 161 batting average against this current active Orioles roster. They've been very up and down as well. I don't mind either of these pitchers. I think you could do both pitchers in the same lineup. I love both of these pitchers. Bats-wise, honestly, none jump out to me right now because I will be using the pitchers in this game. And then the final game on the slate, we got Jose Quintana versus Keaton Winn. Again, if you've been with us or if you're new to the channel, I know Keaton Winn's family. They live 20 minutes away from me if I'm driving very slow. So it's always cool to see his name up there and starting because he's young and his family lives right down the road. Quintana, 40 plate appearances, 243, and then Winn's never faced any of the Mets before. So we look at his numbers, and this is a pitcher's park. San Francisco is a great pitcher's park, coming off a fantastic start against Miami in Miami. He's only pitched once at home, and at home he did only go 3.9 against San Diego, gave 4 earned runs up there. For whatever reason, his splits home and away are not good. Tournament-wise, because the Mets are the Mets, I will have Keaton Winn in there at 7,000. Just looking at this slate, there's a lot of ways to go around the pitching. The pricing's odd on this slate. I don't know why. And then Quintana against the Giants. It's been okay. Has not hit 2 times value. That's the problem. They have dropped him down to 6,700. Last time he was 6,700, went 13.8 against the Braves. I'm probably off of him. You could be looking at some of these Giants bats against him a little bit. So if we just go down here, depending, Lamont Wade Jr. jumps out to me. Matt Chapman hits lefties well. Jorge Soler hits lefties well. Patrick Bailey, if he's in there, I don't mind Patrick Bailey. If Patrick Bailey is out, Tom Murphy should be in. I don't mind him against lefties either. So I think what I would do is go with some sort of giant stack in this one and look at Keaton Winn as one of my pitchers. And there you have it. There's the breakdown of all of the pitchers, all of the bats on this slate. If you're still around, we are going to give you the top 20 bats through 10,000 simulations. Again, on the website, FantasyTeamAdvisors.com, you can come down here. You can see different, all the things we have. We have projections, we have some simulation models, Vegas odds, batter splits, which are updated daily now, BVP matchups for the day, stolen bases, our cheat sheet. Our cheat sheet includes both cash and tournament plays, usually about 6 plays for cash at each position and 6 for tournaments. And then when we get to outfield, it's about 12 to 14 at each position. So you got about 28 outfielders. We give you a great player pool to start with. Also in the description is one of our partners, DFS Hero. So you can take our player pool, you can use their awesome optimizer, you can use our projections and plug them in there, and then randomize it, get the stacks in there, and use them. So in the link down below in the description, if you sign up to DFS Hero and you use our link and you deposit for the first time after the free trial and you get an actual subscription, if you get a month from them, we will give you a free FTA Plus month. If you get the yearly package from them, we will give you the FTA yearly for absolutely free as well. So that's what we've got. If we want to take a little gander at the plays as of now, they will be updated. I'm going to take out the Oakland Yankees game because we are going to have a video just on that later. So that'll be posted to the YouTube page as well. So as of now, these are the top 20. These can and will change once we run 20,000 simulations. So first off, it's Xander Bogaerts against Austin Gomber. Number 2 is Ha-Seong Kim. Number 3 is Taylor Ward. Number 4 is Luis Campusano. Number 5 is Jock Peterson. 6 is Justin Turner. 7, Jack Sawinski. 8, Christian Walker. 9, Wilmer Flores. 10, Gabriel Moreno. 11, 12, 13, and 14 are all San Diego bats. So, like I said, I didn't even look at these first. Loved a San Diego stack. But 11 is Tatis Jr., 12 is Machado, 13 is Cronenworth, 14 is Jurickson Profar, 15, Vladdy, 16, Brian Reynolds, 17, Adley Rutschman, 18, Eugenio Suarez, 19, Nicky Lopez, and number 20 right now, Mike Yastrzemski. So those are your top 20. If you want to see all of them with the Fanduel and DraftKings projections after 10,000 simulations, they will be on the website under the MLB tab right here under simulations. So that is what I've got in this video. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, get those down below. Hopefully we'll be able to answer them. Our Discord is in the link in the description here, and we go back and forth with core plays. We give you some bets that we like. We answer questions. Some people give what plays they're going with, like sports bets, and we go back and forth. So if you've been looking at that, that's what we've got. So hopefully you've had success over the weekend. Hopefully your Monday is going to go well, whether or not it's real life or DFS, sports betting, whatever it is. Hopefully we are there for you as well. So good luck on this Monday slate. And as always, let's bring home some bacon. Peace.